Let's take a look at the feedback of what our friends on X are saying towards this conversation. Of course, the earlier one that we had on the Harambee Stars performance. Do you have that feedback? All right, as we wait for that, I want us to play a clip of what has also been happening. The president has accused Parliament of corruption. Watch.
The entitlement is...
There is something going on in our legislature that we must call out. There is money being demanded from the executive, from governors, from ministers, from people in the executive, especially those who go for accountability before our houses of parliament. It cannot continue to be business as usual. It is not possible that committees of parliament demand to be bribed, demand to be paid for them to write reports or to look the other way for what is happening in either the national government or the county government.
Senator Nyoto, who is doing this?
I just beg that you allow me just 1 minute to respond to one of the things before I come to that, that Senator Tabitha has said. One, I want to say that the culture of dishing out money in cash is very disturbing, and that is something that we should all avoid. Kibaki, whom everybody now in Kenya agrees is the best president that we have had ever, never had that culture. And you know where that culture can take this country. I've heard Senator Tabitha say that there people were given in State House what they requested. I think when she comes back, she would help us to tell people who need assistance from State House how they need to place this request, so that then everybody is given this assistance on request. And what kind of structure that is, that State House will only, assist you on request. Because I thought government is about serving all the people. Then the other thing is, were the bikes that were promised in State House. I say promised deliberately because there are those complaints that the young men were told that the bikes had to be taken for registration before they were finally given to them. Senator Tabitha should confirm whether those bikes were registered and also get accounts of those that are benefited from out there. Because now they want to say it's only 1 or 2 young men that are complaining for politics. Can we get people now doing business out there with these bikes that have been given to them? And it's telling when she tells you that when I was in government, I also used to use choppers. So what does that tell you? That only people in government afford choppers. She said it, that when Joe Nyoto was in government...
But is it true that...
No, not at all. Let her give an instance.
You never flew in a chopper during your time as chairperson?
Maybe only once or twice when the president maybe visited my county and maybe, lifted me. But I never used any private chopper, and if she has any evidence, let her table it here. And even if I had, I didn't, but even if I had, she's saying that when I was in government, I was also using. So what does that tell you? That only people in government or supporting government can afford choppers. And she's telling you, and she even said that if some of us are not liquidated, then we should give a break to them. Probably she could also explain this coincidence that when you are supporting government, you suddenly become very liquidated. When you stop supporting government, your pockets dry. You know that coincidence, because that is exactly what happens, is something that she should explain. The issue of checks, because it's important, Sam, that we do not mislead Kenyans. It is possible for you to receive cash, deposit it in your account, and then on Empowerment Day, and this is happening because you have challenged them, on Empowerment Day, you issue checks. The question is, because we want to make sure that these are not proceeds of corruption, this account that Senator Tabitha Mutinda is issuing checks from, how are these contributions channeled there? Was it a cash deposit or people transferred from their accounts to this particular account on this day? Because that's important. Because people, the thing is, it's in cash. So if it is issued to you, you deposit it and issue checks, that does not exempt you from our question of, are these proceeds of corruption? So let's see. Give this account. Let's see who wired what from the account. Okay. And then we can, but anyway, to answer your question now.
Your point is the right of reply. So let's go to the conversation about corruption in Parliament.
Good. Thank you very much. And, you know, I was, when I saw the president say that, I asked myself several questions. One, any chair of any committee in both houses is affiliated to government. So then I was left wondering, why was the president lamenting in a public forum if there is corruption happening in the committees of parliament? I mean, he owns, in quotes, he owns the chairs of these committees. So if he has information that any particular committee is actually obtaining money, you know, in a corrupt way from the executive or governors, why has he not taken action against his committee chairs? Because they are his chairs. Number two, we cannot have a situation, Sam, where the president laments together with all of us that there is corruption in parliament. So what did he want us to do? Those of us that he was addressing in Homa Bay, what did he expect us to do? He is the president of Kenya. He should not lament. He should take action. So when we are in a situation where the president stands in a particular public forum